have been struggling with believing and perceiving that the humans that I can see with my physical eyes around me are judging me constantly about anything and everything, and this has been my reality. This has been my human experience since I want to say, I don't know what age I was exactly, sometime in elementary school. You might have noticed that I'm like a petite woman. I'm 5'3". I feel really uncomfortable to say my weight. But that was the first thing that I was judged for, was my weight and my body type. I wasn't conscious of my body type or the body types of anyone around me until my body type was a topic of discussion in my school. My best friend at the time, her body type was also discussed, and there were people that had a lot of fun talking about us and making up stories about us and rumors about us. I was the skinniest girl and she was the fattest girl, and the skinniest girl and the fattest girl are best friends. Ha ha ha, that's so hilarious. This has affected me so much. It's constantly in my awareness. Constantly. Meditation, I mean, I guess it's not true for me to say constantly, because I did have moments of liberation from it. I was about to talk about meditation and then I remembered, okay, I've reached those points where, it's God consciousness, unity consciousness, states of enlightenment. I've had those experiences. I've had out-of-body experiences. I've astral traveled. I've had great spiritual experiences, and I've also had great human experiences where I'm riding a roller coaster, or I'm driving around in a Tesla, or I'm petting a dog, and I'm not thinking about that stuff. But part of me feels like it's a space in my brain that is just there, and maybe my awareness doesn't always land in that space. Maybe there are other spaces in my mind that I land in to look at life from a certain lens. I feel like that place or that lens is always there. And I'm making this video because I want it to be an exciting video for you to listen to be totally transparent. That was my intention, for this to be an enjoyable and exciting video to listen to. Hopefully you're excited by my vulnerability. I want to go on to say that this idea that people around me were judging me went on to affect my passions. My main passion as a child was ballet, and I'm noticing now in year 27 of my life, I still have passion for ballet. Just yesterday, I received a vision that involved me and ballet, and with YouTube, I'm noticing I'm very comfortable with being so many different versions of myself because I've chosen to be many different versions of myself through my lifetime. Had I not made the decision to quit ballet, would I be a completely different person? I don't know. I wish there was a way of truly knowing that. What's alive in me right now is that I am wounded. I am wounded by my community. I'm aware that my judgment of others can be false, because I may be believing that someone else is judging me, and that may be my story about them. And it's like I've become a judgmental person through the judgment that I've received, and I've started to think that people all around me are walking around with a false story about me. So in this moment, I'm asking you to break my brain, to break my perception, to, maybe I shouldn't say break my brain, I delete and erase that, but just alter my brain, show this version of me that's defensive and protective and afraid that she doesn't need to be. And how can you do that? How can you do that? Let me tell you how. Send me an energy of love, first of all, and this isn't just gonna benefit me, it's gonna benefit you as well. I believe myself to be a chosen one of God. I was chosen to be in this life. I believe in supernatural forces, and I believe that you'll be blessed tenfold by any positive, loving prayer and thought you send to me. It's going to just come back to you tenfold. And I'm starting to develop a similar belief towards any negative perceptions and ill wishes put onto me. I've said, God, Almighty Father, Most High, Universal Source Consciousness will bring that energy back to that source tenfold, and they will suffer and it will not affect me. In the past, I've made it my responsibility to change the stories that others held in their minds about me and about life in general. In the past, I've made it my responsibility to make myself as likable as I possibly could be. I have very little experience with freely creating. I have very little experience with liking myself and loving myself fully and truly. I'm new to this. I've been on a self-love journey for about 6 or 7 years, and I don't think that's very long compared to, not to bring comparison into this, but I just don't think it's been that long. My relationship with myself feels new, it feels fresh, especially when I reflect on my YouTube creation. I know that I'm not stepping in forms of full authenticity, even though a lot of people will say that I'm so authentic. I still don't feel like I am being fully authentic. Like, I still feel like there's more levels to my personality that are hidden even from myself. And right now is about breathing, being alive and awake to every moment around me, telling stories about how beautiful the sights that I see are, telling stories about the feelings in my body, keeping myself connected to truth. I believe that as I'm the most connected to my own inner truth, that I will align with others that are connected to their inner truth as well. As a young adult, I have attracted people. There's someone right now in my life that's like very close to me that I just don't want to reveal their identity in any way, but they are worried about a story that they're telling about me that is not true. They expressed this to me, and it instantly brought me back to the 3rd grade, being best friends with this girl that all of us, like, in what I'm trying to say is I was instantly back there with the teasing and the bullying and this false story about my body type and my health. It feels important to express that people around me believing a story about me and my health, and the story was that my health was bad. The story was that I had an eating disorder, and that was why I was so tiny. That was a story, that was a rumor, completely not true. Still bothered me though. I want to say this, in my adult life, I opened up to a new friend of mine about this. I told her all about it, and she questioned me incessantly about anorexia, and was just like, she said to me that it wouldn't bother me if I didn't experience it, or if it must be true because of how much it bothered me. it bothered me a lot because I felt like I couldn't connect with anybody. I felt like I was different than the people around me because, first of all, I wasn't interested in teasing people and making fun of people. I do remember this kid in my class that had a mole right here, and one day I remember asking him if he had chocolate on his face, and that was like a thing that a lot of the other kids would say to him, and I remember saying it, and he was really upset. Like I can remember the look on his face, like, no, this is my mole. And it was this thing that like myself, I was not the only person in that classroom, in that group, that was dealing with bullying based on appearance. I don't know what it was about this group. I don't know where this energy came from. Someone in our class was struggling with suicidal thoughts, and that became something that was really funny that the kids would all make jokes about. And I myself had suicidal daydreams that I didn't even really understand what they were. I would just, it's like a whole other topic for a whole other time. I don't feel completely safe opening up about that right now. Actually don't feel safe opening up because I brought into this space that thing that happened with this person that was like older than me. This happened in 2023 recently, where I decided to open up because I don't know, this time in my life, like I said, it's this space in my mind that's like always active, that's so easily for me to access it because I've thought about these events in my life so many times. And I don't know if you can relate to this. Maybe there's something that happened to you that you wish never happened and you wish it would be different, and you think about it so much that it just seems like it's been happening every day since the day it first happened. There's a part of me that says this is not that big of a deal. Kids called me skinny, called me a twig, told me I should go eat a hamburger. Not that big of a deal. Okay. But when someone makes fun of me for the amount of money I have, or makes a rumor about that, or about the glasses that I chose to wear. I remember I had a new pair of glasses that I wore to my workplace. This was, I don't know, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It sunk me down deep, and there's this new idea inside of me. Am I so bothered by the judgments of others because of the fragility of the relationship that I have with myself? If I had a better relationship with myself, would I have an easier time with adjusting these, or just brushing these things off, not adjusting, brushing these things off, and, realizing that the same way this moment of me looking at the tree is temporary, this moment of someone looking at me and having a false story about me in their mind, like, the tree could be telling a story about me right now and I'm completely not aware of it. And maybe all I have to do is go into a different environment. But what if I can't be in a different environment? Like, I'm on the internet right now, I'm in your space right now, I'm in your room right now, and I have no control over who watches my videos. What's coming up next is that I'm a creator of my reality. I get to decide where people are viewing me from, meaning, my audience is viewing me from a place of love. My audience is viewing me from a place of truth. Can I connect to that reality? Can I manifest that for myself? I believe and would tell myself that I've been doing a pretty good job at that so far. However, I've been going live on YouTube recently, and that's a little bit different than uploading videos. Anyone scrolling on their phone, I guess, can just pop in. Last night, I had some people in the chat commenting about my appearance, commenting about my age. Sometimes, and I don't even want to say this because I feel like it's gonna make you be so sensitive to me, and I don't want that for our connection, but I think maybe it's just a certain energy, a certain type, because someone could tell me that I'm so pretty and they could just mean that I'm so pretty, but someone else could tell me I'm so pretty and it could mean they want to possess me, they want to go out with me, they want to like pursue me in a romantic way, and I think I'm sensitive to that. So that was what was happening in my live chat last night, and I really hated it. I was really triggered by it. I was really annoyed by it. Two people in my live chat just talking to me. And why am I putting awareness on these negative things right now? Because this is my passion right now. I'm passionate about the people that don't like me and don't understand me. And I believe that if I talk about myself, and if I access this part of my brain that has a negative relationship with the judgments of others and the judgments I myself have about this world, where I'm almost like anti-judgment and I don't want to be judging anything ever, and as a young woman, that can sometimes be dangerous. One of the first people I ever dated lied to me about their job, and I chose to not judge them. I chose to instantly forgive them and have compassion for them. And to begin a relationship with a lie, at a time where I'm 24 and I have a lot of options for people to date, I don't know. I love that I was compassionate, and I love that I chose not to judge this person and be kind to this person, but that person there was a lot with that connection that, who knows? I also believe that I do deserve everything I receive, even if it's not like the greatest thing or the most enjoyable experience. I believe that my experiences are always leading me into the most enjoyable experiences and into the best life I can possibly have and into the life that I truly love. I mean, right now, at this time in my life, I'm waking back up to the passion that I have for ballet and the passion that I have for dance. I did some of my old stretches from when I used to be in a ballet class like multiple times a week. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna get flexible, and that's all I'm gonna tell you right now. I actually don't want to like publicly say what my plan is because I'm worried that people are threatening me. What? Like, yeah, connecting with people can be really hard. It also can be easy. It can be whatever we want it to be. And what kind of summarizes this video is I am noticing this aspect of my consciousness, my psyche, my brain, that my awareness has been getting more and more intimate with. And I'm noticing that it does cause experiences to not be exactly what I would prefer those experiences to be. I would prefer to be able to interact with people in a state of true love, and I do make an effort towards that. The last interaction that I can remember this one interaction where my consciousness I would find little moments of being afraid, did what I just say cause people to think this, and are people thinking that? And it's just, those thoughts are not the best frequency. People love me. People enjoy me. I'm getting more intimate with this part of my brain, this part of my psyche that has experienced the false stories constructed about herself, and she's been in pain about them. In college, I was obsessed with gaining muscle and gaining weight. And it was in the gym that I noticed how poor my inner dialogue was. I looked in the mirror at a gym one day and I heard, "Your body's disgusting," in my mind. Your body's disgusting. And I thought to myself, I have a problem. I have an inner voice that is judgmental, critical, mean, wrong. Body's not disgusting. How do I change this? How do I shift this? I gained more muscle, I changed my body, and I was, a completely different figure, a completely different shape. I was more muscular than I am now, and I still had that same inner dialogue. I still had those same social issues. Changing my body didn't change my life in the way that I wanted it to. And I remember actually getting angry with myself. I remember looking in the mirror and thinking, I had all of the moments of tracking my macros, eating twice. You would eat, for myself, to gain the amount of muscle that I did gain, I would have twice the amount of protein. The grams of protein would be twice as much as my body weight. And I was on this strict eating regimen where I weighed my food and I did all of that. And I'm feeling like this is inspiring to someone that struggles with their own image of their body that's listening right now. And I want to say, I went through something similar than what you're going through. If you're the one that's feeling this right now, I'm talking to you. It sucked. It sucked to do something that I wasn't passionate about, to change something that was really never mine to change. It's not my responsibility to change the consciousness of judgmental brats. It's not my responsibility to ask people to look at me differently. People are free to look at me however I want, and I intend to do everything in my power to keep my focus on being the version of myself that I truly love. I'm learning that when I love myself, I can easily brush those judgments off. What I wanted to say earlier, I was angry with myself because I realized truly how much effort I had put into changing something about myself that I never truly cared to change. My true self never cared to change my body. But myself that was afraid of these stories, I was afraid of having an eating disorder. Like, I didn't have one, but I was afraid of people thinking that I did. I didn't like that. So I did everything I could to change that, even as a person in college when it's just like a totally different life. But what triggered it was that I was dating someone that told me I should change my body and I should get in the gym and I should work on having a bigger butt. And that's what triggered it, really. Made me want to be different. I've never cared about the size of my butt. I just don't care about it. Sorry to everybody that wants me to have a bigger butt. I don't. I disagree. This is another thing I'm getting more comfortable with, disagreeing with people. I used to be so agreeable, and I used to want to agree. Oh, you think my body should change? You think it's disgusting? Yeah, it is disgusting, and I should go change it. I'll go to the gym and go change. And the ironic thing is that my eating actually did become disorderly for a small portion of my lifetime, where, I was eating too much, and I think I was too obsessed with how much carbs, fats, and proteins I was eating, and I never wanted to be that person, but I made myself into that person because I thought it would make my life better. I thought my life would be better if my body weight was different, and it made it worse because I was going further away from my true self. So all of what I just discussed, the teasing, the bullying, the the body weight issues, the working out at the gym, beginning my fitness journey, all of that happened before I started reading self-help books. Self-help books changed my life. I love the industry of self-help. I love psychology. I love philosophical thoughts and ideas. I love spirituality. I love having the freedom to define my own spirituality for myself as another thing that's coming alive in me and shifting and changing, and I'm letting go of this and I'm adding that and I'm mixing up this and I'm trying different expressions of myself, and that's not something new for me. I've been trying different expressions of myself for as long as I've been alive on this earth, but for the first time ever, I feel as though I'm trying expressions of myself for myself. And it's hard to do that on YouTube because I want this channel to grow so bad, because I want it to be monetized, because I want to prove to myself that I can be a successful YouTuber, that I can be a brand, that I can tour the world. And I'm hearing it's inevitable. Every time I imagining my events does so much for me. I imagine these beautiful spaces for open self-expression, healing shit like this. Like, there are people that are here to be love and light, and we're not meant to be carrying around this stuff. Everything I just talked about for the last 26 minutes, I'm hoping to be in a space where we can just eradicate that, we can express that, we can let those parts of us be seen, those parts of us that we are ashamed of, those parts of us that got manufactured in really negative environments, and now we're carrying that energy of that negative environment inside of us, and we're ready to release it, let it go, alchemize it, transform it. You are the author of your journey of personal development. I'm here to combine creativity with personal development, fun with self-improvement, and it's this event, and it's never happened before. I have no solid Virgo style plan of it happening. It's just a dream at this time. It's just a vision. It's just something I journal about and doodle about for now, and I'm talking about it because I want to. I'm asking myself, do I love this version of myself? Do I love that I'm sharing this? And I'm hearing, no. You're still trying to prove something. You're still trying to prove that you're great. You're still trying to show people that you've got something going on. You want people's attention. That's my higher self. I'm super tuned into my higher self, which kind of sucks sometimes because I get that truth like that, like, oh, my higher self's like, I suggest you don't post this. And it's like, yeah, but I want to share where I'm at. I want to share my journey. I don't know if posting on YouTube and pursuing a career as a YouTube is exactly what's right for me. Should I just chase money at a 9-to-5 so that I have the money that I need to go move and live in New York and go to the best ballet school that I possibly can go to? Or, you know, my plan was kind of get way more flexible and then take some ballet classes. Also take some music production classes. I've got to do all these things, and I've got to do money for all these things, and what is it that I truly want? I don't know at this time. What is it that I truly want in this moment? I want to channel some more. My higher self is saying, listen to yourself. There you go. You've got it. Did you love this nasty video? This video where you're publicly exposing your deepest hurts, reminding the consciousness of the people that watch you that people can be cruel. Are you sharing good ideas? Are you sharing ideas that inspire people? Okay, and now my response to that is, I think this could be inspirational because I could be sharing my difficulties, my obstacles. And my higher self says, your obstacles are an expression of you as well. You created this path. You chose these experiences. Stop being a victim with life and become one with life. How do I become one with life? You just did. Feel that nice deep breath. And we love how you're connecting with the tree now. I actually grounded the energy that I was channeling and kind of brought the tree into the mix. I'd love to hear some thoughts from the tree. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. You totally can publish this video and people will love it. People will be entertained by how mystical and magical you are. People will love to see me in the background. Ooh, she's a confident tree. You should add some voices, some accents, so people know the difference between when you're sharing energy from the tree and when you're sharing energy from yourself. It's all the same anyways. Shine your light, your spiritual rays. You got this. The energy within me very badly wants to be free, so I let it. I never have to be anything in this life to anyone. And I get to be everything that I want to be to myself. So I'll be focusing on that. Possibilities are still infinite. Nothing has changed in that department. I think I just figured out the first universal truth that I've ever recognized in my whole life, and I'm so happy this is on camera. I've been meditating on universal truth lately. I've been meditating on my truth and I've been meditating on universal truth. I heard someone say yesterday that there's no such thing as universal truth, that we all have our own truth, and I was like, no, there's gotta be things that are universally true. Could one universal truth be that my possibilities are infinite? Can that be true to everyone? And you know, by infinite, I think I mean everything. I think everything's possible. I think everything might be possible for everyone. I think that might be a universal truth. I'm gonna think about that more. My higher self's like, yeah, think about that more. I'm gonna think about that more. Universal truth. I have a book in my apartment that I'm really excited to read. It's called Universal One. I wasn't sure if I was gonna share the title or not. I'm not like promoting the book or anything. It's just something that I found in a very cool bookstore in Bozeman, Montana, and I'm really excited about it. I think I'll read a little bit. This was good. Thank you for listening to this whole thing. I honestly never expect that people listen to my whole entire video, so if you listen to the whole video, could you please put the pink flower emoji in the comments right now? And could you just send some thoughts back to me, like what's alive in you? Maybe just listen to your inner world and like send it. I'm a spoiled brat. That's what's alive inside of me. I don't know why I'm letting that thought through, but why am I letting that thought through? Because I'm tired of acting like I'll just accept anything so that people don't think I'm a spoiled brat. There was someone in my life that decided to buy me a car at one point in my life, and I wasn't sure about, I knew I wanted a Jeep, but I wasn't sure what kind of Jeep I wanted, and there was a lot of searching involved, and I test drove a Jeep Liberty, and it was gray, and I just wasn't completely in love with it, and I wasn't sure that I wanted it. And this person that was buying the car for me decided that that was the car that they were gonna buy, and I expressed my uncertainty and that I wasn't sure that that was the car that I wanted. And this person raised their voice at me and called me a brat. I hysterically cried and just wanted to leave that environment. This person was a very significant family member. It was not a romantic partner or anything like that. It was someone in my family, and I feel like I've been in situations in the past that have shaped me into being someone that is shy about talking about what she truly wants. And I think that that is so important. I am manifesting a future for myself where I have confidently decided what it is that I want. I have confidently and courageously expressed this. This doesn't get talked about enough, but it takes a lot of strength to, first of all, be honest with yourself about what you want. This comes before any sort of expression. In some cases, sometimes the expression just comes out and you're like, I didn't even know I wanted that, but I'm talking about it and it's happening. But in a lot of cases, it's that inner relationship with yourself where you realize what it is that you want. And I have that moment that I just talked about that involved this Jeep Liberty that did become my car, and you know, it was a great car. It was cool. I wish that this person in my family possibly just wasn't so quick to anger and was capable of having an adult discussion with me about my thoughts and their thoughts, but that wasn't an option. I was just a brat. I'm not a brat when I want good things for myself, and I'm not a brat when I decide that I want to live a life that I love. It's not spoiled to want to live in a nice home and drive a nice car. Whoever it is that wants these things, this person likes comfort. This person likes things that are pleasing to their physical eyes. They like to be in a state of joy. They like to be in a state of peace. And I'm gonna go against my higher self because I feel like my higher self and my intuition is telling me not to go here, but I so badly want to go here. And I'm not sure what the consequences are. I'm not even sure. Maybe my intuition is being hijacked by conditioning because I'm not supposed to talk about this stuff for some reason. That's what's like coming up inside of me, what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say is, from my perception, it seems that I've been around a lot of people that enjoy their low vibrational state, and my vibrational state, whatever it is to them, they want to take me out of it. They prefer me not to be. Maybe. Don't take what I just said as complete truth. I'm just trying to process all of this. I know for sure that I've been around angry people in my past, and there was this one specific person, yeah, I'm literally hearing like, don't go there, but I want to go there. I want to go there. And this is something that's common for me when I dive into my traumas and when I reflect on experiences that I did not enjoy in my past. I do experience duality within me, which is uncommon for me. I have cultivated this space of unity within me, and I like gravitate towards that. However, yeah, I've noticed like the part of me that just wants to see my design is perfect, my choices is perfect, everything as like it all has a reason, it's all meant to be. But then there's this other part of me that wants to unpack it and unravel it and lay it all out and say, this was wrong, this shouldn't have happened, this person should have been like this. And those two parts of me are not at war, thankfully. Oh my gosh, have you ever witnessed a war inside of yourself? Tough. I was at war with my own body. Consciousness, awareness, psyche, and body used to be at war. They've made up, they're in love now, which is like so beautiful. I used to tell myself that I have the most interesting, entertaining love affair happening inside of my own body. Why would I ever watch a rom-com or read a romance novel when it's happening right here, baby? That was so funny when I used to say that. I think I have it written down somewhere too. That was a fun realization at some point in my life. Anyways, I'm proud of myself for learning how to love my body. I'm excited about these new insights I'm having about how, like, okay, these insights I'm having are just that, like, I've been in some pretty shitty environments in my past. I've been around some pretty, I don't want to call these people from my past low vibrational people, but just, there was a person, okay, let me tell you, you'll understand. There was a person that told me, and if you're manifesting right now, if your focus is awake right now, I want you to focus on the exact opposite of what I'm gonna say. Like, this person enjoyed frustration and wanted to be in a state of frustration for most of their life. And they actually told me this. They told me these words: I enjoy my frustration. I like being frustrated. Is this what the reptilian brain is like? Like, you enjoy frustration? Interesting. Interesting. I am protected, all is well. I can speak freely in this space. I'm claiming it, I'm creating it. I can speak freely in this space. Life. So yeah, I'm manifesting being around people that love being in love, that love being at peace, that love respecting others, appreciate self-respect, and I want to have conversations with people about their unique perspectives of life. I actually have collaborations in the works right now, more collaborations, for people to talk about their creativity, for people to talk about what it is in their life experiences that they truly love, and yes, to raise the vibration. I know this video might have been somewhat of a downer, but I felt like all of this was living alive in me and I really needed to express it. I wrote about it earlier too. I might read the writing. I'm multidimensional and I'm low vibrational, I'm high vibrational, I'm, you know, I can be that person that is angry. And apparently I've been that person that's angry if we look at life through the lens of every single one of us is alive within each other's bodies, and we're all collectively experiencing what it is that we are experiencing, that no one's alone in their experience because everybody is connected in that way. The same consciousness within me is alive within you, and I just can't remember being you right now because we're having this temporary experience of separation where my experiences are completely gone from your consciousness, but somehow me talking about them is awakening you to your connection with my consciousness, and you're realizing, whoa, we really are all one consciousness. A big part of my mission with talking is this right here and now, this connection of, yeah, I'm looking into the eyes that look into the mirror and see myself. I wouldn't be who I am in this moment now without every experience. Every experience has shaped me and made me, and I think something else that is happening is that I'm waking up to the unconscious nature of my shaping. I'm waking up to the ability I have to consciously shape myself, to consciously choose myself. It starts with choosing the breath for me. Next up is choosing my focus, then choosing my thoughts, choosing my feelings, choosing that higher vibrational state, because I know I could choose the low one. But how about I go upwards, up, 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 up. And instead of being concerned and critical about whatever this is, I think it's deodorant, I'm just gonna let that go, because I think while I was in a lower vibration, that's the first thing I would notice. But when I'm in a high vibration, I notice the trees. I notice the trees. I notice my beautiful hair. And I don't care about the stuff that's on my shirt. I'm here to rebirth. You and I, we are birthed in every moment. So tune into your favorite frequency and hold it. Claim that all energy that was channeled from up until this point has been channeled properly and divinely and perfectly. And we're not here gathering, listening to these stories from my specific personal human experience because we have any shame to cast onto others or guilt to hold in our own body. It's not about that. What it is about is community. What it is about is noticing our similarities. And I tell these stories of past judgments and angers and false stories because I can, because I want to. And I'm hoping that as I continue to do the things that I truly want to do in the moment, as I truly say the words that I can say in each and every moment, I pray to the Almighty Father that their energy, the energy of all that I am guided by, the energy of my North Star, the energy of my true destiny, the reason that I was chosen to exist alive to this body, to this moment right now, may it be done. May it be done, and may I surrender. May I know that my visions are coming true, so it's important that I recognize the nature of the future to be quantum, to be infinite, to be full of possibilities, and I choose the possibility that I desire. Because there are so many. it's my choice to continue to tell these stories. These events aren't happening, but something inside of me is making the unconscious or conscious choice to keep these stories and these memories alive. It's pain. I'm the one addicted to pain. I'm the one addicted to a low vibration. I'm the one addicted to separating myself from this world around me. I am open to learning what it is that I can do to be the embodiment of the truth of the universe. May I continue being open to embodying the true nature of the universe itself. May I walk, move, speak, think in union with this connection that I have with all things. Letting myself release what happened to create pain. And in its place, I will tell the story of what happened to create love. I'm looking forward to my next video. Goodbye for now.